Welcome, YouTubers, to another Bleach chapter review. For today's segment, we're going to be reviewing Bleach chapter 676, Horn of Darkness. Woo, yes! Sorry, guys, I'm a little late on this chapter. I just been doing some other stuff for these past couple days. But, holy snap. TD Kubo, now you are actually doing pretty good now. You're giving everybody a little bit of that old Tide Kubo slice of jam right there. That's the way I'm seeing with this chapter. There we go. Now we're talking Tide Kubo. The action is actually starting to pick up with Ichigo versus Yugwalk right now, and we actually finally get to see is what the heck is up with Ichigo. Man, the minute he turned on, I feel like I should say more is this form that Ichigo has now finally revealed himself is more the fact that it's more hollow-like than how he originally looked like in his original Bankai form. Or actually, we don't even know if this is his Bankai, actually. He didn't even yell out a name or anything. He just literally transformed right in the middle of the battle. Just smoke exploded. No name shouted whatsoever. No little poem recited. Nothing. So now we're in the brink of the action that's starting to pick up in the fight. But we gotta remember, folks, Ichigo is now finally using his hollow powers for himself, with his sanity still in check. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, folks, but I just love it when Ichigo uses his hollow powers. It's just Ichigo is the embodiment of he looks better as a hollow than he would be as a Quincy. That's my personal opinion. He should be using hollow powers throughout the whole entire fight against the Quincy, just to mock at the Quincy, saying that anything can happen in the tide of the battle, just to defeat any kind of opponent. I would like for Tita Kubo to do that in the upcoming chapters, just to mock at the Quincy's, because the Quincy's have been really wrecking the Shinigami up. So I'm hoping that by Ichigo using his hollow powers, he will wreck your walk up. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, we also get to see that Ichigo's transformation is kind of still a little abstract. To me, it looks like it was like fan art. Like Tita Kubo looked at some fan art on DeviantArt and just said, you know what, I like this how it is. So let me turn it into my model in my opinion how I think it would look like, and bam, that's it. He drew it, he put it on screen, and that's it. That's the way I kind of feel like the Ichigo's transformation is like. It just looks like a bad fan art. Don't get me wrong though. I'm pretty sure this new transformation is gonna grow on me, because it kind of is, to be honest. But just at the fact too is it's the simplicity too of it. Because of the simplicity, like half hollow, half human kind of hybrid going on right there. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie to you, it's still pretty cool. A lot of fans out there are still ranting on about like, oh, it sucks. But I think what took the cake that got me liking into this new form is because of the fact that he's using hollow powers. That's just it. To be honest, that's just it. I mean, he used the Grand Ray Zero, for Pete's sakes, and he sliced your walk in half, or he just did some critical damage. And I'm liking the progression that's going on in this chapter too, with the fact that Ichigo is actually touching your walk now. He touched his sword or his hand. He pushed him against the back of the wall. We're seeing that Ichigo is now turning the tide of the battle, and Yugwalk is also grabbing Ichigo's sword. They're actually now touching each other. It's kind of like some kind of gay romance right there going on, to be honest. But it's Tita Kubo. You know what he's trying to do. It's just he's trying to make this battle more epic. But you could tell in this progression that Ichigo is now. They're starting to show a gap in power too. They even showcased the fact too that Ichigo even went past Inoue's shield. And Inoue couldn't even catch up with Ichigo's speed, and the fact like, well, when did you get in front of me? I didn't even see that, just mind-boggling speed. Like, I wonder if he's using Sonido. That's what I'm hoping that he's probably using. I'm hoping he's using Sonido, or maybe like a hybrid of Sonido with Flash Step. Maybe they might like incline that together at the fact there, but who knows? Also, let's not forget the fact that in this chapter, Ichigo's swords also transformed as well. I want to say transformed, more like they had like a different color scheme now. Probably when they're gonna animate, or if Tite Kubo is ever going to go with animators and probably animate this series or the end of this arc, I'm wondering if it really is going to go with that black and white yin yang cliche, or maybe a like a red tilt, like a black with a red tilt color on it, and the white with like a blue tilt around it. That's what I'm kind of hoping for, because it does at the same time Ichigo's half holification and half like himself kind of thing. It's like I said, it's good. It's just like, there's still some like plot holes, like you could say. Like, does he have his Fullbringer powers as well? Are his Fullbringer powers manifested in this form, or did that just disappear as well? Because remember, Ichigo is like almost everything now in the like throughout the whole entire series. He's done practically about almost everything. But that's what I'm like. But sorry for stuttering. It's just that holy snap. I can't believe he just used Ocero. That's just it, He's finally using hollow powers. I'm kind of glad at the fact that he's actually doing that as well. I'm also loving the fact that, when he used his Zero, it kind of reminds you of the fact that when he actually turned into his resurrection form back when he was fighting Ulquiorra. It literally reminds you of that scene. Like that's what this chapter literally was embodying whenever you were reading it, or when you're just catching up on it. It feels like that kind of essence in itself. Like I said, Tite Kubo is bringing back his charm now. I'm loving that. I'm loving the fact that there wasn't that much dialogue involved throughout this whole entire chapter. It was purely just literally just action cutscenes, straight zoom in, zoom out, facial shots and blast shots. Like I could tell, like if this is ever gonna be, if this gets animated in this fight, that's all you're gonna see in the first 5 minutes. It's just explosions. That's all you're gonna see throughout this whole entire fight. Because so far that's all that I'm seeing right now. I'm hoping in the next chapter that they actually do kind of elaborate more on the fact on Ichigo's power, or Yawak can kind of talk about more, maybe like that, as if he actually saw this coming. Remember, Yawak he can see unforeseen events, or at least a future. So I'm wondering as if Yawak actually caught on with Ichigo's new transformation, or is something that he hasn't seen, And let's not forget also Yawak as well. He's taking out his sword. That's how this battle's getting serious. He's taking Ichigo now on as a very serious fighter, and that's what's great about this chapter. The fact that and most of the time Yawak, whenever he fights, he just uses Reiatsu or does his Quincy bows or uses Quincy, but like he doesn't really take out his sword in general. Like I think the only time that he took out his sword was against Yamamoto Genryosai. I think that's the only time that he actually used his sword. But other than that, it was a pretty intense chapter. I'm loving it. I'm giving it a 8.5 out of 10. The only reason I'm giving it 8.5 was the fact that, oh man, like it just ended. It was too fast paced. Like all the scenes that you just read it way too quick. It was too fast. They could have a little bit elaborate on the fact that like Ichigo, is he gonna be using more of his hollow powers, or is he just gonna that's just it. I wonder also the fact that too is, does Ichigo, will he embody, like I would say, the hole that whenever a hollow has, or whenever they do a resurrection, do they have that hollow hole? I was trying to look back into the chapters to see if Ichigo does have that hollow hole, but from the looks of it, it doesn't seem so. Yeah, it does not seem as if. Actually, never mind. He actually does. Wow, he actually does have that little hollow hole. Interesting. Interesting indeed. But that's it for this chapter. Like I said, this chapter was amazing. I'm glad that it actually took upon the pacing of the way, the fact that Tite Kubo is now bringing back all the elements that he used to have. It's not just pure BS now. Just the way that he looks is still kind of disappointing, but the abilities is now what everybody's hoping for now. That's what everybody's really looking forward to. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this chapter. What do you guys think about Ichigo's holification, or resurrection, or Shikai, Bankai, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call this thing. Also, Do you guys think that this is his kind of like, I would say, whenever he had his Zangetsu, is this his full-time Shikai form? Would this count as that? Could you count as that as well? Or is this his Bankai? We don't know yet. Let me know put your theories down in the comments below. But as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Bleach content, anime content, manga content, whatever the case that it is. But subscribe if you guys enjoy my content. That's the general point of it. But as always, this is Mr. Zen, signing out.